Well, hey guys and gals, welcome back to another episode on the BlockHeads server. It is episode 45. 45. And today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building a bunch of houses. I just want to build as many flippin' houses as I can flip and figure out how to build here. And Waffle Stick is on, and so is Mine. They're doing their kind of live stream thing, I think. I think they do a live stream thing. Maybe they're not live streaming. I don't know, but they're chatting, they're chit-chatting. I was chit-chatting with him just a second ago before I started this clip. And there's Waffle Stick. Look, he's got a nice chest monster going. He's got all kinds of goodies in here. I'm going to hit him with my axe. No, we shouldn't do that. Oh, look at those wings. Wow, Waffle, sporting the 80s wings. Oh, man. Suddenly I decide I want to listen to some Bon Jovi or something. What is that? Anyway, yeah, so check this out. This is pretty cool. Ooh, maybe some Journey. He's got a nice house going. Did those look similar at all? Do those look similar? Is he copying my style? Is he? No, he's not. So he did this right here. So these are like outside, but it looks really good. I like this. This is the kind of build I was hoping to put into this space. And I like this. I like how he's done these windows and stuff. Starting to look good. He's got a nice roof on the top there. Oh, he's got an even numbered roof. Look at that. I didn't even notice that. That's actually pretty hard to do. He did a nice job with it. Or no, is his roof crooked? Yeah, it's a little bit like asymmetrical, not crooked. Or is it asymmetrical? I think, no, it's not asymmetrical. Oh, there's just that one block there instead of a stair block. That's all. Okay, I thought he was doing like asymmetrical roofs and everything. I was like, wow, he's really upped his game. Anyway, I need to pick a place to build, and I think I'm going to build somewhere over by these guys so that I can do that. I was going to do like a time lapse, but I think that a progress update kind of build is going to be more appropriate while Eds and Waffle are on. So we need to pick one of these purple things to decide it to be the new build that we're going to do. And let's go ahead and... Ooh, I kind of want to build that. I kind of want to build that. But I really wanted to build like one of these smaller deals. I wanted to build one sideways. I just have like a good idea that I saw on... I don't know where I saw it. I might have just done a Google image search for medieval buildings. But there was a really unique one that I saw that I thought was really cool looking. And I wanted to try it, but I need to find a place to do it. So, yeah, I don't want you guys to like watch me run around and pick what I'm going to build here because that's going to be super boring for you. Well, I've got to say I must apologize to my many viewers. That many. Sorry, that word just kind of. Do I have many viewers? Huh? Maybe I do. Anyway, I want to apologize to you guys that these. I just built these. I just decided, hey, I'm just going to build these, and I didn't show you anything about them. I think I kind of showed you maybe the bottom of this one, but yeah. So this one turned into like this giant monstrosity. Look at it. I was just kind of going nuts with it. I just wanted it to be different and weird, and it's got kind of a blackstone roof, which I was kind of hoping would look a little bit more like thatch, but it just kind of looks like blackstone. And so, yeah, now that it's built, I have to build other ones around the city because, you know, I can't just have like one of these. Well, maybe I can. We'll see. Anyway, then I went ahead and built this one, which is quite different from what I've been doing. What I've been doing is kind of on these walls right here. I've been putting the, if you look at this one, just for example, I've been putting the bone blocks, sort of the wattle and daub. Sorry, thought I heard a creeper. The sort of wattle and daub stuff. That's what it's actually called on real medieval buildings. But the plaster stuff that goes in between the logs here, I've been putting that just like right at the same level of the logs on most of these builds. So like on this one and like on that one and all the other ones I've done so far in the city, and also ones that I've done over there way earlier in the series. But this one here, I decided to use a different technique that I kind of forgot about, and that is to put the that plaster back a little bit, which gives you a little bit more flexibility in being able to sort of decorate inside that window box right there. And I think this house turned out very well. The only thing that I don't like about that particular style is it looks really good from the outside, but from the inside, it makes the inside just super tiny. Like here's the bottom floor, which is already tiny, but I mean, if we're thinking about like, there's no room for anything in here. Like I can't, you know, I mean, if you're going to walk up these stairs like this, like there's literally no room in here at all. So I don't know if this is like a particularly effective way to build. I thought that was a door. Why did I think that was a door? That is not a door. Here's the door. Found the door. Yay, door. It's not a particularly effective way to build a medieval house that has a great interior, but it does look really good on the exterior. So I don't know. We definitely need to build more of those, but I think I'm going to save them for ones that have a slightly larger footprint than the footprint that we had there. Because that footprint, honestly, was very small. It was like 5 across, and then it had 2, like 3. Actually, it only had like a section of 3 and then a section of 2, and I actually made it a little bit bigger than I had intended with the wool. I actually think I went outside the wool a little bit, but that's okay. I kind of, made the wool so that I could do that if I wanted to. I just wanted to lay things. Anyway, you guys know what I'm saying, right? Do you guys know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. That's for sure. Anyway, what I thought I would do in this episode was try to get a bunch of these done. And I think the best way to do that is to just go ahead and do some different time lapses, and maybe just one big time lapse that just is me building a bunch of houses. I don't know. I don't know if you guys like that, or if you would prefer me to build like one house and like get it done like in an episode, and like take a whole episode to build one house, but then like release more episodes. So let me know in the comments what you think about that, because that would be really helpful for me to know, like, are you concerned about me making a lot of progress and getting a lot of builds done in a single episode, or do you more prefer it when YouTubers show like, more detail in what they're doing? And so, yeah, I would really like to know that information. So please, if you have an opinion about that, share in the comments. Yeah, it's really hard as a YouTuber to know what your audience really wants, because the only thing you can really do to get like a real feedback on it is to release videos. And if people really like a particular video, then they obviously wanted that thing. But if you ask them, then you'll get opinions that are, kind of, what do you call it? Not skewed, but like strong opinions, like people that have a strong opinion about it. You'll get their response, but not necessarily the response of everybody. So anyways, if you would comment down in the comments, that'll make my decision about what I do even more complicated than I've already just made it. So I'd appreciate that. All right. Anyways, on with building things. Well, I have made a decision. I've decided not to do the time lapse. I think that what I want to do is just show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm also quite lost in my own town. It's very late, and I'm very surprised that there aren't mobs encircling me and trying to kill me and blow up all my stuff. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So over here, what I've got is I wanted to go ahead and... let's see if we can get him. Hey! Berg! There we go. Gotcha. I wanted to go ahead and take a look at this one here. Maybe I'm thinking it'd be cool to do a few on this side of the street too, but yeah. For right now, I'm kind of letting go of the thing of like building a different build in different places, just for now. But I'm going to build one right here, and I've kind of laid out our sections here. So I've got 3. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I am going to do things differently. I am going to try and push myself as a builder by doing that. Ha-ha! Take that. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is break that, and I need to grab some... I tell you what, inventory management has become quite an issue for me. It's become quite an issue. I was watching a video from another YouTuber, relatively popular one, and he was saying, like, Minecraft keeps releasing all these new blocks, and apparently there's now Grim blocks and all kinds of things, but they're not really like increasing the inventory space that we have to put the blocks in. And for a while, I was kind of like, it's fine. They brought us shulker boxes and they brought us different things, but it's like, I would really love a hot bar with more things in it, more slots and stuff. because it is really difficult, especially when you're building with multiple different blocks like I like to do. It's really difficult to like carry everything. Okay, there we go. That's going to be a door. And then we're going to build something here. I'm just going to build right here. How about this? One up like that. And we're going to go up like that. And then we're going to go over here like this. Like that. And I've been kind of debating lately, like, should I be doing builds where like the buildings are like right next to each other? Because when you look at like medieval towns, sometimes the builds, like especially like in the Netherlands, at least from the photos that I've been looking at, like the buildings like tend to sort of literally be built like wall to wall. So like another build would be like started right, literally right there. And so then you would have like a second building there and then so on and so forth. And I'm kind of putting a space in between them, at least on the lower end. And then on the upper end, like cantilevering things out. I don't know if that's necessarily the way to go with everything in this particular, I just don't know if that's how I want things to be exactly. But, you know, I'm a textbook overthinker. Like I overthink everything. I literally think everything to death. Like if I die, I wouldn't be surprised if the cause of death was just he thought too much. He just thought too much. He just died of thinking. Of course, I almost died of a heart attack, so that's... I don't know. I wouldn't have expected that, that's for sure. But anyway, we're still alive, we're kicking, and we're building stuff, and we're having a good time. And that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about for me. That's what it's all about. Sometimes you lose sight of that. You know, as a YouTuber, you know, I want to grow my channel. It's about having fun and doing things that I think are fun. And you know what I think is fun? I think building this house right now is fun. And talking and rambling on and on and on into a microphone is quite fun as well. Because I can say whatever I want. Okay, I can't say whatever I want. But I can say a lot of different things. I could say... means nothing, but I said it. Oh, yeah. No, you do have to be careful what you say, I guess. There we go. All right, cool. So I need to round up a few more items and complete the base of this thing. That would be nice. Okay, there we go. The build is done. On to the next one. Tricked you. You guys were like, we weren't tricked. Okay, so that's a decent start, I guess. I'm going to make it come out this way. It'll be fun. Here we go. It's always like an interesting challenge to me to put in stairs in these builds. It's like just always a challenge. I don't know why. Just to get the stairs like in the right place and then make it so that they're not like in the middle of the way, I guess. Anyway, here we go. We're going to put these on. This is like kind of the typical construction method that I've been using where basically we just cantilever out with these stairs and then put the what are these things called? The logs. They're logs. Are they even logs? Yeah, they are logs. The logs on top of the stairs and then build like 2 and 3 wide sections and blah, 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 blah. So that's kind of like my typical way of doing these. I do need some trapdoors, though. That's helpful. I do need some trapdoors. And it's time to sleep again. It's always dark. I feel like the daylight cycle goes a little bit too fast in Minecraft for my personal preference. All right, so we've got kind of a start on this thing. And I kind of did the upper floor and then I did just this face. I was trying something different with these windows, making slightly more vertical looking windows so they're not quite so just, one little tiny hole in the middle of the wall. I was kind of seeing that in a couple of images that I saw of a couple medieval buildings. I've just been kind of collecting like medieval build images like on Pinterest. I know that sounds super lame, like Pinterest is like for like old ladies or something, but it actually is pretty effective because it constantly is like updating and showing me different things. So It's like showing me unexpected things. Anyway, so yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do these windows like this, and I think it's going to work. I might have to do a little bit of trickery with it to get it to work right. But actually, you know what? Instead maybe of glass, maybe if I do like something like this, you know, where we take and we put, if I could just get the right tool out. Geez. Come on. There we go. If we put in like fences like that as the windows, kind of like what Waffle Stick was doing over there, that actually might kind of add to it. Let's see what that looks like from the front. And of course, it's nighttime already again. I don't know how that keeps happening. It's always nighttime on the BlockHeads server. They should call it like the midnight server or something. Anyway, very cool. Very cool. And then another thing that I always like forget to do is the fireplace. So I'm going to dig out a little hole for our little fireplace thing here. I think what I'm going to do is just like, I don't know, I just want something simple. You know what I mean? For like a fireplace. Like I just don't want it to be like complicated. Does that make sense? I just want like one deal going up like that. All right, fine. Oh, it should, let's see, where would the flame be? The actual like fire be? Little campfire. Let's see if I push that out by one and I make the campfire there. I think that's what I wanted to do. I think. Not entirely certain. Certain? I'm not entirely certain. I do have a shirt, though. Guess they're like, thank God for that. He has a shirt. All right. Yeah, that's right. With all of my YouTube money that I've made, all $100 of it, I bought a shirt. It's a really nice shirt. I'm just like rambling and saying stupid things right now, so don't listen to me. None of that's even true. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to like build a chimney going up here. Then I think what I'm going to do is just like, once I get up to here, I'm just going to build a single thing that just goes up like this to the sky or whatever. There we go. Done. Okay. I need to sleep before the creepers come out and blow up my stuff. And then we're going to work on this upper layer. I don't know if I like the glass better. I don't really know. I think I like the glass better. We'll see. Okay, so I've kind of got some front details happening here. Yeah, here they are. Yeah, I don't really love what I'm doing necessarily. Let's see if some buttons might help. I haven't used like buttons on a build in a while. Actually, I take it back. I did use some buttons over there, but just a few, like on the ends of the logs. So we're going to try this, just to see if this might add just a little bit of something or another. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. That's kind of okay. All right, all right. Okay. Ooh, it would be kind of fun to have like a banner in front, don't you think? Maybe like some banners or something? I'm not really sure what to do. I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? I need to go to bed. How come every time I'm recording, it's nighttime? What in the world? I think I kind of found like some weird cycle where like I always record a video clip when it's nighttime. But it is, of course, going to look better when the roof is on it because it looks pretty derp and boxy right now. But it's going to look better. It's getting there. Just need to figure out what to do with it. So maybe this store is going to sell like salt because it looks kind of like a salt box. Just a box. I don't know. Actually, a salt box has like it's like an actual roof type. I think I've done a tutorial about that roof type actually. What am I talking about? Salt box. Ridiculous. Okay. I just kind of want something like over the windows, but I don't want to detract from this because I like this. You know what, we're just going to do that. Not that. I didn't want to break that. Why did I break that? Now I don't have any left in my inventory and I can't get there. Oh, come on. Goodness gracious. Haha, I got the holy log and I can replace it. Yay! That was awesome. What a fantastic use of my time. All right, spruce trapdoor. Where's all my oak trapdoors now? Am I blind? Yes, I am blind. I must be going blind. I'm going blind. I'm so old that I've become blind. There we go. There's that. I don't really like the line that it puts in the middle of the window, but I kind of think that looks cool. Maybe I should do those instead of the glass. Dude, I don't know. I just don't know. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I know. I do like the idea of putting this across the front, though. Like, that's kind of something that I thought was like a cool idea. There we go. Ah! You know, I don't really like scaffolding. The long and the short of it is I don't really like it. I'm always falling off the stuff. Okay, how's that look? Let's take the scaffolding down and see how that looks. Pop! I do like to pop the scaffolding, though. It's very satisfying. There we go. All right. I mean, it needs a roof, right? So let's go ahead and put the roof on it and see if that helps things out. That's actually not that bad. That's actually not that bad. It looks pretty good, yeah. Right. Anyone from Ireland, I apologize. They're all, that was Irish? Okay, I'll stop. Okay, I kind of got a little bit of a roof line going here. I'm pretty happy with it. I decided to do like a little dormer on this side. I think that's going to look good when it's completed, and it kind of makes it look a little bit less roofy, if you know what I mean. Like, not like a roofy. Like, what's wrong with you guys? But like, you know, like there's less like roof exposure to people looking at it, I guess. That's what I mean by roofy. ROO. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and move on from that, and we're going to go ahead and fill in this, but I don't have any of the wood. I thought I had the wood. That's too bad. So, yeah. Anyway, one thing, it got really close to this build right here, which actually I'm kind of glad about. Got a little bit too close to it, but I think this is going to work out. I like this one. I think it's going to work out. It's a little bit different than my other styles, but that's the point, right? It's the whole... Well, I just got creepered. Yeah. I kind of knew it was going to happen because it was dark and I was trying to get into bed and stuff, and then, yeah, I guess it's not the end of the world because, like, it didn't blow up all my shulker boxes, but still, it's just kind of annoying. I don't like it when it happens. Fortunately, I lived through the experience, so I didn't lose any of my items or anything like that. So that's good. Let's go ahead and take a look at our build here. Once we deal with this spider. See this spider under here? Totally is appropriate that there's a spider under this tree. This is the kind of tree that you might find a spider in. Anyway, yeah, so looking at it here, I'm not super happy about the dormer. I think it looks a little odd. But I think what looks odd maybe is the fact that I kind of want to bring the cobblestone across right there. I think that's what I'm going to do. And of course, I super have like stairs in my inventory and everything in order to get that done. So yeah, so I got to go get that. But I'm pretty happy with the way that this is turning out. And I'm actually kind of having fun doing this different video format that's a little bit more talky, a little bit less, you know, whatever. Progress updates, whatever it's called. I cannot like look in my inventory, read stuff, and talk at the same time. It's like, I don't know how people do that. Okay, stone and cobblestone. That's what I need. Okay, now we just need the scaffolding, which I have. That's good. And here we go. All right, so we're just gonna come up here. We're gonna fix this little spot here, and I think that's going to be pretty close to being done with this build. Like, the decorations on the outside don't really need to do much more than what I did. So let's just go like, how about like that right there? There we go. Let's see if we like that better. Whoa, that is the part of scaffolding that I like. Yeah, I think I like that better. I don't know. It's just kind of odd. It's a little bit odd. And then there is like some space here on this end. I think I just need to decorate this side, and that might help that. I could, I suppose, do like a little thing coming out over there, like a little wart. I might do that. I might do a little wart coming out. But then if I really only have a 1 block space to do it, I think I'm going to leave it alone and just go like and leave it how it is. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. That's good. Okay. All right. Okay. And with that, we are finished with this build. I've completely finished all the decorating all the way around. And I like it. I like it in context. I think that if it was by itself, it would be a little bit on the kind of more simple side, and maybe I would want to add some things to it. But in context of what it is and where it is next to some other builds, I think that it looks just right, and I'm pretty happy about it. Yeah, that's the back, obviously. And then we've got the front, obviously, over here. So, yeah, I'm liking it. I think it does look better with the bit of cobble right there and the roof line right there. That looks pretty good. What's really crazy is the city is starting to take effect, right? Like, we've got multiple high-rise sort of ish 3-story buildings going on here. And you can kind of feel like, oh, wow, okay, it's starting to feel like a bit of a city. And so then the next build that I'm going to do, I want to do on the other side here. And what I have started here is a little bit of a stone foundation. But what I want to do is to kind of have the bottom of this be a little bit more open. Maybe this is like, I don't know, a place to eat or something in here, or maybe a blacksmith type thing where it needs to be a little bit more open. I'm kind of feeling more like a little restaurant or like a medieval cafe. I don't even know what you'd call a medieval cafe. A kafar? A cafe! I don't know. I don't even know what a medieval person would call a cafe. But like a little open like place to eat, right? Like down here. And then people can come in and eat or whatever. And then the above area is going to be more like residential kind of looking thing. Kind of like these up here. But that's kind of what I've got started here. And I'm going to start building on top of this and see what we can come up with. Okay, I've got the basic outline for this one done. And this is what I was talking about as far as getting it to look kind of like, well, just a little bit different. So basically what we have here is we've got on top of it just like a square, like a rectangle on top of it, essentially. And then these are going to end up being like dormers. So the roof is actually right here. You can see the roof line. And so I'm hoping it might be one of those situations where the roof isn't tall enough. I don't know. We have to work that out. But for the most part, that is what I wanted it to look like. So, yeah, I'm a little worried about this being a little bit too tall for that, but we'll see how that works. Let me go ahead and make that. But basically, I have like that was strange. Basically, I have an asymmetrical roof here, so hopefully when I tie these in, it's not going to be too tall. That's just what I'm hoping. But that is what I wanted, and I think it's pretty effective actually, as far as just a really simple build. I want to do something a little bit more simple, but I think it's going to be super effective. It's looking really good. This is so like exactly what I wanted. Like I wanted it to be like where it was hard to see the sky from the roads because everything was just so tight together. It's really looking like congested. That's what I wanted. I wanted a town that looks congested. And then from like up above, we're kind of running out of daylight here, but let's see if I can show you. When you kind of look at it from above and you can start to see like all these peaks of houses, like just imagine that like spread all over this area. I think it's just going to look magnificent. Just like all these roofs everywhere and like very few open spaces. It's just going to look really cool with all these builds. Yeah. Got a lot of houses to build. Holy cow. Okay. We can do this. We can totally do this. Well, hello everybody. Oh wait, why am I helloing you? I don't know. Okay, so I've gotten quite a decent amount done on this thing. I finished the roof off. It's just, that looks like that. That's what it looks like. Clearly. I don't know why that needed mentioning. Anyway, down here what I did is I kind of created this little cafe kind of look, and I decided that cafe is not really quite the right thing for medieval times. Instead, we've got a bit of a little kind of outdoor pub kind of thing going on here. So we got some barrels and some taps and a little bit of a furnace right here. I was actually thinking about putting a furnace next to that furnace. That would kind of make sense too, to like cook things on. Anyway, and then I was going to decorate this with like some cups and stuff like that in a little bit. And then I kind of got this outdoor like porch area here that kind of took the place. There was like a little round bit of grass right here. So I've basically replaced that round bit of grass with this tiny little sort of patio kind of thing out here. And that makes it so you can still get past here, but that kind of sticks out into the middle of the way, which I think is just about perfect because that's what you want. And then, yeah, I like the kind of the awning style on there. And then what I started to do was to decorate the outside. And I thought if this was like my establishment, maybe I wouldn't want the stairs down here, but maybe the stairs up to like my actual house would go like this. So that I built this area here. I need to kind of vary up the texture here because it's just all cobble. So I need to put in some stone and some cracked stone bricks and stuff like that. But I just wanted to kind of get the right shape of it. So that needs to get finished, but that's the general shape that I was going for. And then, let's see, I started to kind of decorate the window treatments here. Some kind of, you know, little overhangs and little pots and things for flowers. And I think this is going pretty well, and I'm kind of liking it. I like this build quite a bit. And so I think this is going to work well. I think this is a nice spot for this too, to have kind of this corner area, and then like you could even, you know, potentially walk through here and get to where you need to be. So I think this is like kind of cool, especially since the street is so narrow on both sides, that this kind of opens it up a little bit with a little bit of an opening here. I just like it. So it's good. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and finish decorating the walls of it, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, I think it's done. And yeah, so I put like this funny curly stovepipe coming out the side of it, because that's coming from this furnace right here. That, yeah, so it's like coming in there, and then it goes out the wall, goes through the wall right there, actually. And then out here, and then up, and we're just obviously pretending that the smoke is going through there. There's obviously no smoke in that, but I think that looks pretty cool. And then I fixed the stairs a little bit, so those look a little bit better. Maybe they're even a little bit too slick, but yeah. And then I incorporated just a little bit of this mossy cobble right here, just kind of where the grass is. I think that I like to use mossy cobble just kind of next to grass, because that kind of makes sense. I don't like to use it up high on builds too much, but yeah, next to grass, it makes sense. And then back here, we've got, you know, just some different decorations around each window. And speaking of windows, I didn't actually put glass in them, but maybe we can do that after I'm done recording this. And then, yeah, this side I think looks really nice. I worked really hard on this side because I think it's going to be the most visible side, because when you come up the street, even though there's going to be a build here, you will be able to see a decent amount of the front of this building if you're looking up. So that's going to be, I think that looks really good. And I like the way that I varied it up from window to window. I didn't do the exact same thing on every window, as you can see. So just kind of some different window treatments around the outside. And I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out, and the way that it kind of looks interesting and adds some variety and just things to look at as you're walking around the city. So that's the idea of this. I think this works really well. I'm really glad that I decided to do a little kind of outdoor-ish underneath the building kind of pub sort of situation. I think it's effective, and I think it's done too, except for those windows. I need to put those windows in, then it'll be done. Okay, we've got the glass in the windows. I also put a door on, which seems like a no-brainer. And then I put a few lanterns on the inside, although the inside is still undecorated. I did want to light it up just so that, you know, things don't spawn in there too much. And then, yeah, I'm going to call this one done. I think this is actually my favorite, maybe second favorite build in the town so far. So I like this one. I really like that diagonal one that I did over there. I think that one just looks really cool. That's one of my favorites. But that was in a previous video. So if you didn't see that, then you should check that out, because it's a pretty cool one. But anyways, this one turned out really well. I'm pretty pleased with it. And I think that it goes really well in this spot too. So anyhow, Unfortunately, that's all the time that we have in this episode, though. I hope that you liked this video where I kind of rambled on a little bit and was a little bit silly and goofy. Let me know if you like that in the comments, or if you'd rather just me get on with the building and close my yapper and just not yap. Yeah, but anyway, I hope you're having an amazing, awesome, beautiful, fantastic day. And God bless.